Everybody, I'm Sarah from Let's Talk Mortgages and Insurance. So I've got about a 3 to 5 minute overview. So I thought I'd talk today about time management and leads coming into your business. And it's sort of very different to the two talks that we've just had. I'm very new to business. So my business is called Let's Talk Mortgages and Insurance, leading by mortgages for nearly 6 years, with the risk insurance coming in behind for nearly 4 years. So the talk I'm just going to share with you is how I set my business up. That was to not see people in person. My background's I'm an IT manager, so of course I'm a bit of a techie, secretly a techie chick, and that's what I like to do. So right from the start it was Zoom and Skype and Zoom, and then turned into just Zoom. COVID didn't really hit my business too much because I didn't have to pivot at all because I was already Zoomed. So let me go through my notes and try and share some stuff about my business that might help you think about your time management and how you might be spending too much time driving or not seeing people, or how you could change some bits to be Zooming people. So how does it work? My week is structured very much in advance. So I've done 15 Zoom meetings this week and I've got 18 booked for next week. My schedule next week looks like this. So really scheduled, really booked. The blue bits are mortgages, their insurance in there as well, and the yellow is emailing a client after every meeting. What happens is a person sees me all over Facebook talking about mortgages and thinking, wow, she knows her stuff. They contact me via Messenger or by my Facebook business page, say, hey, we'd like you as our mortgage broker / advisor. How do we work together? I've got it saved in my phone as 3 letters I type, which comes up as a huge paragraph. I stick in their name in the middle so it's personalized, and off they go saying, hey, this is how I work. I get your email address, and then we send you a fact find. Once that comes back, we book in a Zoom. Well, they think that's amazing. Even if I put there's a 2-week wait, which there is for meetings, people come back and go, wow, you must be pretty good if it's a 2-week wait, which if I'd known a few years ago, that was a good line, right? So they I send the fact find every morning after they come in the evening, send the fact find. They come back in over time. I forward it to my full-time employee, Helena, who's I call my client manager. I never wanted her to be an assistant. She's the client manager and the master scheduler. I send it straight off to her, and I'm the front person of the business and the advisor, and she's in the back end scheduling everybody. She schedules them all in, even before COVID, Monday to Friday. I don't work weekends. I've started working a little bit on a Sunday night to teach people how to buy with mortgages. But the piece in this conversation is, where does the risk come in? When I have my first meeting with Mary and Bob, or Mary and Bob and Bob, whatever their situation is, right from the start, we're talking about them, about them as a family or relationship or single, about their numbers, and then I'm coming in right. So just so you know, I see in your fact find that you've got no insurance. Just know that's part of our story and our journey together. Okay, Sarah, yep, that sounds great. They got buy-in already. Or I see that you've got insurance in your fact find, it's $80. Is that Southern Cross or Acura or NIB, etc.? Great, we need to build onto that. And then, cool, and you've already got it into the conversation right at the start before they're even starting to do a mortgage with me. They might move straight into doing a mortgage pre-approval, or they might reconnect with me. After the meeting finishes, I send them an email, which I've got as a signature in Outlook. So it's got the body of the whole email already that I just have to go in and edit, put their names in, put what we talked about, what bank. Now, right at the bottom, it's got, we had a great chat also about personal insurance. Let's get into that as well, blah, blah, blah. And so off we go. I can tell if a person's interested then a little bit or not, or if they're warm or cold, and I note that down as well. So off we go doing that bit. The reconnect, of course, sometimes, or getting a pre-approval for a mortgage, I've created this new meeting called Let's Talk How to Buy. So this is the person's got a pre-approval to go out there looking for a mortgage, and then the Let's Talk How to Buy teaches them how to buy, but it's also about insurance. So Mary and Bob, Bob and Bob, Mary and Mary, we're talking about this stuff, but right now you're also, how about we get into doing the fact find and needs analysis for your insurance? How does that sound? So that was something I learned off Doug Bennett in the UK, who you all probably know because he's a cool guy in the MDRT. His phrase was, how does that sound? Because people can't answer yes or no to that. Oh, Sarah, that sounds great. Okay, cool. The pre-approval for the mortgages, they're out there looking. I want them to have insurance before they settle the house. So if you're in your business and you're not doing mortgages, but someone else isn't giving your leads, maybe have a chat to them and go, well, how can we get the leads back into the business from that person? Do you need to train a mortgage advisor who's referring to you more? Or if you're getting insurances or investments or something from something else, how do you get that conversation going in more? I think for me, it's probably about 5 to 7 times in the journey along before we get it. And that's sort of the conversation really. I'm just seeing if I've missed out anything else to sort of tell you about. That's the time efficiency in my business, Zoom everywhere. This week I had my 5th live client in the office. So June, I've got a 90 square metre office, just me. My assistant comes up from where she lives once a month for a week to the office, and otherwise we're on Teams. But yeah, no live people in the office, which is great. The meetings are in, structured, and out. When a live person came in, it was nearly like, crikey, how do I get the person out of the office again? So that was interesting. And yeah, really just to think about how's your time managed? How's your prep done before and afterwards with the email straight back out to the client? And where are your leads coming from? Is it yourself? Or is it another mortgage advisor that you need to meet with again and say, hey, let's look through your process. Can I help you with your process? How do we feed those people to me again? And that's me. Thanks for having me talk on MDRT Australia.